Let's chatter about how to use overlap function. This is the same playback we just stored. We push the fader and all the lights come on. We pull the fader down and all the lights go out. By using the overlap function, the fixtures can be lit up in group or in sequence, one by one, slowly lighting up. First, let's go to the playback editing page. And then inside this interface, there is an option at the time setting, Overlap. Overlap default value is 100. It means that the current overlap function is disabled 100. Quick overlap, quick setup, such as 90, as long as this overlapping value is not 100, means open. At the same time, we need to execute time for overlap, such as this kind of effect. From dark to light, from light off to light on. If we want to use the overlap function for an effect like this, we need to use the fade in time. 3 seconds fade in time. 0 second fade out time. We're going to execute this thing. It's totally different than before. It will run according to the sequence, one by one to reach this maximum brightness. This is about overlap effects. Overlap function not only works for dimmer changes, as long as the channel value between the two changes. It can be used this overlap function. The effect we just talked about is light off to light on, a process from nothing to something. This time we're using is fade, yen. Right now, it's an overlapping light up effect. Let's make an overlapping blackout effect. It's also very simple. First, choose fixtures. Press the locate button to light up first. Willing to change dimmer value to 0. Press store button. Select the fader position we want to store. Click at second queue. It will change to chase. This chase with 2 queues. The first queue is for light up. The second queue is for light off. Then we set trigger mode to follow. Let it run queue by queue. If we want to use the overlap function for an effect from nothing to something, we need to use the fade in time. If it's from something to nothing, we need to use the fade out time. Open the overlap function by change value. Push up the playback fader. We can see this playback is running from overlapping light on to light off. We can add color and position effect into this playback. Call it up first. Willing to change its position, attribute position. Willing to change its color, attribute color. We insert this queue between first queue and second queue. Press store button. Quick insert this fixture. Then quick delay to delete the third queue. Fade in time is 3 seconds. Fade out time is 0. Change value to open overlap function. Press clear. Go ahead and push the fader. It's switching from first queue to second queue, or from second queue to first queue, all with color and position changes. Drag the playback editing page to the back. There's dimming fade in, dimming delay, position fade in, and so on. What does this mean? Such as this playback has color and position changes between each queue. If we need to switch queue and the colors should not overlap, just change color immediately, such as red or white. Then we change this effect by setting color fade in, set it to 0. It's the same as when executing this overlap. It will ignore the color fade in effect. We can see the playback running color is changed immediately. Without color overlapping effect now, we just set it to 0, which is equivalent to blocking the color effect. We can also delete the value. How if we want color runs overlap, the position not? Same operation as before. Quick position fade in. Set it to 0. We can see the playback running position is changed immediately. Only the colors are going in this overlapping effect. When the overlap value is 100, there is no overlap effect. And then as long as it's not 100, then his overlap function. The smaller the overlap value, the more obvious the overlap effect, more closer to jump change effect. It can be simply understood as when larger value, the more gradual effect will be when running. If we want jump change effect, just set the smaller value. Let's restore the position first. There is also an option for the overlap direction. It's clockwise and anti-clockwise the fixture we choose. Let's refer to our fixture direction to execute go clockwise, such as we choose in fixture from left to right, and then from right to left. If we choose Shan, go clockwise, it runs like this. If we change this direction in second queue to inverse go anti-clockwise, when it executes the second queue, it will run in opposite direction. Shan or inverse, it depends on the sequence when we choose fixture, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Let's turn it back to Shan. Next is overlap wings, block, groups. It's the same as the wings, blocks, groups in the shape that we talked before. Wings is mirror symmetry. It's a quick way to group your overlap effect. For example, from the middle to the surrounding, or from the surrounding to the middle for parts. So we can enter 4. When it's going to be executed, it becomes mirror symmetry. From outside to inside or inside to outside. All this we can change it with overlap direction. It's running from outside to inside now. How to change from the inside to outside? We can just change to go anti-clockwise and inverse. Next is overlap blocks. It's the same as the blocks and the shapes at scale. It's running 1 by 1 now. How to change running 4 by 4? Then we can enter for into overlap blocks. For means for fixture, we're running at the same time. Several fixtures for one block. Several fixtures running at the same time. Next one is overlap groups, according to our light fixture. How many fixtures into a group? Then set the value here for group. Such as we want to set 8 fixtures for a group. This is about overlap wings, blocks, groups.